7 MCU misconceptions that really need to stop being spread as fun facts. Hey everyone, Future Billy here. I'm gonna keep saying 7 misconceptions when there are only 6 because I am a fool and miscounted the entries on my notepad. So yeah, please forgive me for that. I really mean 6. Hi, I'm Captain Billy, and I love a good MCU fan theory, but there is a fine line between fun fan theory and blatantly spreading false information. A lot of this tends to happen when someone posts a fan theory online, someone else sees it, doesn't understand that it's just a theory, and then spreads it around like it's fact, and it spreads like wildfire. Here are the top 7 that aggravate me the most. Number 1. Did you know that Captain America died in Infinity War when Thanos punched him? No, because he didn't. The theory goes that Captain America died when Thanos punched him in the head, but he was brought back to life when Thanos used the Time Stone to revive Vision. The thing is, that's not how that happened. First off, Thanos only reversed time up to the point right before Vision exploded, which happened way after he punched Cap. On top of that, everything else Thanos did up to that point was still in effect after he reversed time on Vision. He knocked Falcon and Okoye down to the ground, and they were still on the ground after the snap. He crushed Rhodey's suit with the Space Stone and threw him to the ground, and although he was walking around, you can see that he still has the crushing damage from the Space Stone. But the biggest thing that disproves this whole thing is that when Thanos is reversing time, you can see Wanda is completely unaffected, which means he's only using the Time Stone on Vision. So everyone else, Captain America included, was not affected. He did not die. And yes, I would like to acknowledge the argument that, well, Thanos put the Hulkbuster suit in the Rock face, so how would he have gotten out if he didn't reverse time? It's the Hulkbuster suit. You really don't think it could have busted its way out of that rock? Number 2, did you know that Natasha was pregnant with Steve's child, but the child was dusted when Thanos did the snap, and that's why she's holding her stomach? This one is easily disproven in the Black Widow movie when Natasha and Yelena explained to Alexei how all Black Widow agents were given involuntary hysterectomies, so therefore they cannot get pregnant.
I don't have a uterus.
Or ovaries.
Yeah, that's what happens when the Red Room gives you an involuntary hysterectomy. They kind of just go in and they rip out all of your reproductive organs. They just get right in there and they chop them all away, everything out. Okay. So you can't.
But oh, I can hear you saying, we didn't know that when Infinity War came out, so it was still a good theory, except we already knew that she was sterilized because she told Bruce that much back in Age of Ultron.
Neither can I. In the Red Room, they have a graduation ceremony. They sterilize you.
So no, she wasn't clutching her stomach because she just lost a baby and she felt it disappear. She's clutching her stomach because she's looking at one of her friends dead and a bunch of people just disappeared. This is horrifying. Number 3, did you know that this sound effect in the Winter Soldier theme is actually this scream from Captain America: The First Avenger? It's close, but not completely true. It was a scream, but it wasn't Bucky's scream. It was the scream of the composer Henry Jackman. Number 4, remember this phone call that Dr. Strange got?
I've got a 35-year-old Air Force colonel, crushed his lower spine.
Did you know that that was Rhodey? No, it wasn't. See, the timeline doesn't even match up. This beginning scene from Doctor Strange happens in February 2016. The events of Civil War don't take place until early summer 2016, so at that point, Rhodey still hadn't fallen out of the sky. But if that wasn't enough for you, then listen to the director who said it was not Rhodey. Number 5, another Rhodey one. Remember the ex-wife? Remember how it failed spectacularly? Actually, it worked as it was supposed to. Remember when Justin Hammer's giving that spiel about all the weapons to Rhodey when outfitting the War Machine armor? And remember all the technical mumbo jumbo he was talking about with a specific ex-wife missile? Yeah, all that mumbo jumbo really means that the missile needs to have accelerated to a certain speed before it can detonate. Not only that, but Hammer also says that it's supposed to.
Busting the bunker. Under the bunker you just busted it.
Which means that if it would have detonated, it would have obliterated not only Whiplash, but also Tony and Rhodey. So it's a good thing that it failed. And finally, number 7. Did you know that Old Man Cap was supposed to be Stan Lee, but sadly he passed away before they could film it? This one, I see this all the time. And I get it. It's fun to think about. It's like, oh, what if Old Man Cap was supposed to be Stan Lee, and all the Stan Lee cameos were just Captain America checking up on his friends throughout the timeline. It's a sweet thought, but it's not true in the slightest. No one at Marvel has ever said that this was the original plan. On top of that, Stan Lee passed away in November of 2018. Avengers Endgame finished filming in January of that year. The fact of the matter is, if they wanted Stan to play Old Man Cap, he would have, because he was very much alive when they were filming that scene. Not to mention, he already did film a scene for Endgame that made it into the movie. There you go, guys. 7 misconceptions in Marvel movies that I am tired of seeing. Are there any that I'm missing? Let me know in the comments down below. Have a good day.